What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tay Tay the Savior, back with you with the first video of 2025. Tay Tay presents the best of WWE awards. This is my third annual awards that I'm doing on social media. They're done on Patreon. So if you want to be a member of Patreon, all you have to do is click the $5 and the $10 tier in order to become a full member. You can all, if you want free content, then there's an option of that. If you want a free trial, then you're welcome to do so. And before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Tay Tay the Savior. Hit the bell on the notifications and all that good stuff. And my other socials, such as Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, I'm also on there. And on TikTok for 8 more days until it finally shuts down. And with that, guys, let's get into it. 2024 was an absolute banger year of WWE with Triple H fully in charge. We've got a lot of moments, we got new stars, we got the returns, but let's talk about the best of the best. Starting with the shocker of the year. Vince McMahon removed from WWE. Jordan Grace's debut in the Women's Royal Rumble. The Rock aligned himself with Roman Reigns. John Cena announces his retirement at Money in the Bank. Shinsuke Nakamura beats LA Knight at Survivor Series War Games. And last but not least, New Day turns on Big E. Now, if you went on my Twitter, you guys voted. And the winner is Vince McMahon removed from TKO/WWE. That was the shocker of 2024. Let's talk about that. Vince McMahon. You know, Vince McMahon, no doubt about it, was part of my childhood. And if it wasn't for Vince, then I wouldn't be into professional wrestling. But what he did to these people, personally and professionally, was unforgivable. And he needs to be held accountable for it. I watched the Mr. McMahon documentary. It was alright, nothing special. If you want to watch it, then it's on Netflix. If you like it, if you don't like it, comment below. Now, yesterday, Vince McMahon recently settled with SEC over undisclosed payments, but that don't mean that Vince is still done with Janelle Grant. And I'm on Janelle Grant's team, and I want justice to be served, and I want Vince McMahon to serve his time in prison. But it's not going to happen because probably Donald Trump might excuse him. Maybe Vince McMahon might use his money to fight, to settle himself out of it like he did on his previous allegations and accusations. It's just a mess, Vince McMahon is a scumbag at the end of the day. great businessman, you know, gave us The Rock, gave us Steve Austin, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Batista, Randy Orton, The Shield, and all that stuff. We can say all about that, but his legacy will forever be tarnished because of his despicable actions. Alright, enough of this. Now we get to the moment of the year. I have 8 nominees for this. Awesome Truth wins the Raw Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania, which was a great moment. Sami Zayn beats Gunther at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. That moment was amazing. Cody Rhodes beats Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, ending a near 4-year championship run as champion. Sorry, let me drink some water. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn win the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions at Clash at the Castle of Scotland. Sorry, excuse my throat. I need to drink some water. Y6 make their debut on Monday Night Raw. That was a great moment. Dominic Mysterio betrays Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. Another great moment. Oh. Jey Uso beats Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Going into this match, I didn't expect it. I was expecting Braun Breaker to retain. Jey Uso wins it. Crowd's over. Crowd loves Jey Uso. Great moment. And last but not least, OG Bloodline reunites on SmackDown. That too was a great moment, though. But there can only be one. And that is Cody Rhodes beats Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Absolutely love this moment. Cody Rhodes ending 1,316 days as undisputed champion of Roman Reigns. That was awesome. Samantha Irvin getting emotional and announcing Cody as the champion was one of the best calls that weekend. I absolutely miss Samantha Irvin. Like, she needs a Emmy because that call was chef's kiss. And I said it on X as soon as he won the title that this legitimized the Renaissance era / Triple H era. Absolutely went back several times this year and watched it. It was so emotional. It was absolutely one of the greatest moments of the year. So, congratulations to Cody Rhodes for winning the title. I know that his reign has been good. I say he's good because of the Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens feud. Up until that point, we haven't got any interesting feuds of Cody Rhodes. Maybe AJ Styles. Alright, next is the breakout star of the year. And I had 8 people who stood out to me that year. Big Bronson Reed made a splash in the summer with the tsunamis and the fun feud of Strowman, the mini feud of Rollins. He unfortunately is out, and he will unfortunately miss WrestleMania. I was looking forward to see Bronson Reed at WrestleMania competing for the Intercontinental Championship. Next is Braun Breaker. I love Braun Breaker and the explosiveness of this and the speed of him. Like this guy, future world champion. Currently, he's the Intercontinental champion right now. Next is Chelsea Green, who is the current Women's United States Championship. She just beat Meechin last night on SmackDown. If you watched SmackDown, she beat Meechin to attain. And I also love Chelsea Green. You know, came back after being fired, got her in the care gimmick, did everything she could to get it over, did everything that WWE asked her to do, and they rewarded her with the Women's United States Championship. So that's why I put her on the running. LA Knight, yeah, he wanted them too. You know, be Logan Paul at SummerSlam, ending that horrendous reign of Logan Paul's United States Championship reign, brought it back to SmackDown, defending it more frequently until Survivor Series, which he lost to Shinsuke Nakamura. He still managed to maintain that momentum from last year. 23, going into 24, and now it's still over in 25. Lava Valkyria, who will be facing Dakota Kai this coming Monday on Raw, who I am pegging her to win the Intercontinental Championship. Jey Uso, super over. Love doing the yeet whenever he's on my screen. One of my favorite entrances of WWE television. Stephanie Vaquer making a splash on NXT. And last but not least, Tiffany Stratton. And the breakout star of 2024, you guys voted for Tiffany Stratton, back to back breakout star of the year. And she deserves it, and I agree on that. Tiffany Stratton has got it. Okay? The way she got herself over organically in Australia, started at Elimination Chamber, all the way till now. Winning Miss Money in the Bank, cashing on Nia Jax last week on SmackDown, one of the greatest cash-ins so far in modern history. Do I think 2025 will be Tiffany Stratton's year? Yes. And as far as my WrestleMania match, it's going to be against Charlotte Flair. I think Charlotte's going to come back, and Charlotte will challenge Tiffany for the title. Tiffany Stratton, she's going to be a megastar. So look out for her. Next up is the return of the year. And I have 7 nominees for this one. The Rock at Day 1, Pat McAfee at last year's Royal Rumble, Lillian Garcia at the May 13th edition of Monday Night Raw, Uncle Howdy on the June 17th edition of Raw, Roman Reigns at SummerSlam last year, Nakamura on the November 15th edition of SmackDown, and Paul Heyman the week after that. And you guys voted for Lillian Garcia, May 13th, 2024. I loved this moment between these two. Loved that WWE had Lillian put over Samantha Irvin as one of the greatest announcers in the business today, if not the greatest announcer. Like I said, I miss Samantha Irvin. We all know that Lillian is now on SmackDown. She's killing it on Raw. She's killing it on Saturday's Main Event. Alicia Texas is the new Raw announcer. If it were to me, then I'd put Mike Rome back on Raw and then or Alicia Taylor on NXT, because if it were me on the main roster to see which two announcers I put on the main rosters, then I put Mike Rome and Lillian Garcia. But that's beside the point. Let's get into the heel of the year. The nominees are The Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu. Drew McIntyre was one of the best heels of the year. Gunther, The Judgment Day, Kevin Owens, one of the best ones right now. Kevin Owens. I said Kevin Owens already. New Day. Loving the Heat so far. And The Rock. And y'all picked The Rock. And I agree with them. I would go with Drew McIntyre, but y'all chose The Rock. And I'll tell you what. I didn't like when The Rock took WrestleMania spotting, but he pivoted. I'll give him credit. He pivoted, turned heel, along with Roman Reigns, gave us one of the best, if not entertaining, segments of the year. He was super entertaining as a final boss. He made fun of Seth. He made fun of Cody. He made fun of Cody's mom. Gave us one of the best segments of the year when he beat Cody Rhodes like a pulp and made this lead. And The Rock has one of the best entrances in the game. Honestly, he was one of my favorite entrances on WrestleMania weekend. And he looked good in that night one main event against Cody and Seth. The Rock stole the show during that build to WrestleMania. And will The Rock wrestle at this year's WrestleMania? I think he should, honestly, against Roman. I mean, I was looking forward to The Rock and Cody, but they killed it on the Raw Netflix premiere. But congratulations to the final boss. I do think he's pulling the strings for the Bloodline saga, but We'll watch and see. Now let's do the babyface of the year. The nominees are Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Rhea Ripley, Roman Reigns, and Trick Williams. And y'all voted for main event Jey Uso. That was tight. Absolutely love Jey Uso. People love Jey Uso. The reaction he's got all year was mega huge, especially at France and Canada and Money in the Bank when he won the Intercontinental Championship, which was well deserved. And the fun fact is, yes, I eat every time I get up. Pat McAfee does it. Michael Cole did it, which was bad. So, congrats to the Eat Man. Breaking out from the bloodline, going on his own, winning his first singles championship. Very deserved. Love Jey Uso. Let's get to the NXT Superstar of the Year. Now, I don't watch NXT every week, but here are the 6 standouts. Stephanie Vaquer, Roxanne Perez, hell of a 2024. One of the greatest NXT Women's Championship reigns ever. Lyra Valkyria, Trick Williams, the face of NXT, Ilya Dragunov, Ilya made anybody look good on NXT. Ilya had killers in NXT with Trick. And our last one, Carmelo Hayes. The NXT Superstar of the Year goes to Trick Willie. Congratulations to Trick Williams. Could have gone anyway, to be honest. But y'all voted for Trick Williams, though. 2-1. Face of NXT, like I said, great matches with Melo and Ilya Dragunov. I do believe he's gotten better. So, do I expect him to be called up on to the main roster? Yeah, around spring. But he'll stay for a little longer. He just lost the NXT title to Open Femi. So maybe they do a one-on-one match with Trick Williams and Open Femi at Stand and Deliver. That should be a banger. Let's do the feud of the year. And I have 8 nominees. Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes in the best of 7 series matches. Bayley versus Damage Control, when Damage Control portrayed Bayley, was led to a fantastic EL versus Bayley match, which I'll get into when we get to the match of the year. Bloodline Civil War 2, Roman's Bloodline versus Solo's Bloodline. Cody Rhodes versus The Bloodline. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. That's my pick for me, to be honest. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. A fantastic Intercontinental Championship match. They had a hell of a match for the World Championship. Logan Paul versus LA Knight. Like the back and forth between them two. Terror Twins versus the Judgment Day. Because this is the Damon Priest, Rhea Ripley versus the members of the Judgment Day. I do think that feud has gotten a lot stale and it needs to end ASAP. Rhea Ripley just ended her feud with Liv Morgan. And now on Monday, Finn and Priest have a street fight. All that shit ends too, because I'm way beyond done with them. Way beyond done. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the best feud. And the best feud of 2024 goes to the Bloodline Civil War 2. And I have something to say about that. Every segment with the blood, almost every segment with it is cinema. Absolutely loved Roman Reigns' return to SummerSlam. They had a great War Games match with Punk and Bronson Reed. I wish they could have kept it 4-on-4. Yeah, I did. But the match was awesome. The reason why they added Punk was to plant the seeds of Roman versus Punk, which could potentially take place at WrestleMania or at SummerSlam. I cannot wait for Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu singles match down the line, whether it happens at a Big Four event. I'll be there. I'll be there. And you'll be there too. Let's do the match of the year. The 7 candidates are Io Sky versus Bayley, WrestleMania 40 Night 2. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at that same event. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodlines, Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa, which had the debut of Tonga Loa. Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton for the Women's Championship at Backlash. We had Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles at the main event of Backlash. That was an excellent one. 5-star match. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood, 2024. That was the deciding match. The end of a high-profile feud, which brought back and legitimized Hell in a Cell. And last but not least, Faction, Nathan Frazer in Action versus No Quarter Cash Crew, Miles Bourne, and Javon Heights at NXT Deadline. The match of the year goes to Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania Night 2 for the WWE Championship. Absolute classic between these two. They brought it. Okay? We got Avengers Endgame type shit with the Usos coming out, John Cena, Solo Sikoa, The Rock, Seth Rollins coming out in a shield vest, sacrificing himself. We got Undertaker popping up, and we had Cody Rhodes finishing the story and ending a historic championship reign, one of the greatest championship reigns in modern history. There was no better person to do so than Cody Rhodes. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes, like I said. Now let's do the faction of the year. I had 3 nominees: Bloodline, Damage Control, and the Judgment Day. And you guys picked on X, on Twitter, the Bloodline as a faction of the year. I agree with this, honestly. I mean, what do you expect? They're one of the most engaging things on WWE television. The growth of Solo Sikoa needs to be take notes because he went from being an enforcer to taking over as the tribal chief, as the leader of the bloodline. Fortunately, he lost to Roman Reigns on Monday night. So what will the future of the bloodline be? I suspect Jacob Fatu will boot Solo Sikoa out of the group and he'll be the leader of the bloodline. Because let's be honest, Jacob Fatu has that leader energy. WWE knows that Jacob Fatu is the shining breakout star. Tama Loa and Tama Tonga solid this the tag team division. But Jacob Fatu, future WWE champion, right here. The way he moves, like, bro, he should not be allowed to do anything. But he is that damn good. Let's get to the tag team of the year. Tag team wrestling was not all that good this year, but the 6 highlights are Bianca Belair and Ted Cargill, Nathan Frazer and Axiom, aka Faction, The Bloodline, Alpha Phi and Isla Dawn, aka Unholy Union, The Judgment Day, one of the worst tag team championship reigns of all time, and last but not least, Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors. The Tag Team of the Year goes to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. And I didn't agree with this take. To me, Faction was the Tag Team of the Year. Axiom and Nathan Fraser, they carried tag team wrestling on their backs. So I don't understand why y'all didn't vote for them, but y'all decided to vote for Jade and Bianca. So I got something to say about that. Congratulations to them. Bianca taking the back seat, elevating Jade. Bianca's one of the most selfless women that you have right now. I know the women's tag team division is not the best right now, and they did what they could with their tag team championships. They took it to Raw, they took it to SmackDown, they took it to NXT, and they actually defended them on PLE, unlike the men. Now I know Jade Cargill has been out for a number of months now, so I expect to see her back on the road to WrestleMania. Possible match between Jade and Bianca at WrestleMania. I can see that happening. They're currently doing the storyline on who took out Jade Cargill. I could see Bianca, Naomi, who took Jade Cargill's spot, not only in War Games, but as Bianca's tag team partner. Or Bayley. So, look forward to Jade and Bianca possibly happening at WrestleMania. Now let's do the Women's Superstar of the Year. Rhea Ripley, who held the Women's World Championship at 379 days, had to vacate it due to an injury. Won it back this past Monday night on the Raw Netflix premiere. Stephanie Valkyrie gonna be doing big things in WWE. Bayley won the women's Royal Rumble last year. One of the best women's Royal Rumble matches ever. I love the ending though. But women's championship reign, not all that. Roxanne Perez carried the NXT Women's Division on her back. Liv Morgan, best work of her career, and Io Sky. My pick for the Women's Royal Rumble this year is Io Sky. Anyways, the female superstar of 2024 is Liv Morgan. And hot take on this, I agree with this. And here's why. 2024 was Liv Morgan's year. She came back after Royal Rumble, vowed to get revenge on Rhea Ripley, because if you remember, back in the summer of 2023, Rhea Ripley took out Liv Morgan. She tried to win the Elimination Chamber. That didn't happen until one fateful night on April. She broke Rhea Ripley's arm. Causing Rhea to vacate the Women's World Championship. And in the spring, she took the Women's World Championship. She turned heel. She started her revenge tour. And her revenge tour culminated in the summer when she took Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day away from Rhea Ripley. And Liv Morgan has never looked back. Best work of her career that Liv Morgan do this year. She's gotten better. I know she lost the title to Rhea Ripley this past Monday night on Raw. And I know that the Liv and Rhea feud was entertaining at the start, but it got super stale in the fall and in the winter. We were done with it. But if Rhea Ripley did not get injured, none of this would have happened. I guarantee you that none of this, that we will not be talking about Liv Morgan being in that conversation for Superstar of the Year. So, congratulations go out to Liv Morgan. Last but not least, the men Superstar of the Year. We got Cody Rhodes, face of WWE. Seth Rollins, MVP WrestleMania 40. And then huge feud with CM Punk right now. Damian Priest broke out from the Judgment Day. Gunther, Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre. One of the best heel characters of 2024. But there can only be one who has put in the work, who has wrestled in high-profile matches, and that is the Ring General Gunther. Back-to-back Superstar of the Year for the men. Longest reigning and, in my opinion, greatest Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of all time. Held the belt for 666 days until he dropped it to Sami Zayn in an incredible match at WrestleMania weekend. Bounced back, winning the King of the Ring tournament. He beat Damian Priest at SummerSlam to win the World Championship. Gunther has put on banger after banger after banger with the likes of Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest. You can argue Cody Rhodes. You can argue Drew McIntyre. But one thing that you cannot deny is Gunther is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world right now. So, Cody Rhodes or Drew McIntyre could be a pick. Seth Rollins could be a pick. But Gunther is a beast. And when he is in the ring, you're gonna have to stop what you're doing and pay attention to the way he wrestles. Because Gunther is old school. Gunther is a god. A wrestling god. Yep, I said it. And I do believe he should have a major match at WrestleMania. My pitch is against John Cena for the World Heavyweight Championship. Others saying Gunther, others saying Goldberg, others saying Seth Rollins, others saying CM Punk. Who knows? But that is it for the best of WWE 2024. Who was your picks? Who would you have voted for? Let's get this conversation in the comments down below. And I'm sorry for those who have seen my YouTube channel. I haven't posted in a while. My WWE 2K24 game has been acting up. Every time I try to press play or take the match in universe mode, at least in black screen. So, other than that, guys, I'll see you next time.